What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mymovies.it Raw TV. We're less than 24 hours out. We're actually the night before the show, so we're like 12 hours away from weigh-in. So now what we do is, I told you guys before, I went and got really tan so that I wouldn't have to put a whole lot of tanner on. But now it's time to put the tanner on. This is probably the part that sucks the most. If you don't like, if you're going to do bodybuilding, this is probably the part that sucks the most. So you come over here, I'll show you guys a couple of the essentials that you're going to need are rubber gloves for the people that are going to help you. Not so much for me, because I'll get some on my hands, doesn't matter. The applicators, which are foam things that you like stain your deck with. You have your Pro-Tan, brand tanner, and then from the same company, Pro-Tan, you're going to have to oil. Now, this doesn't go on tonight, but the oil is going to go on tomorrow. If you use another company's oil, there's a good possibility that you could take the tan off, which you don't want to do. So it comes with a little spray applicator. I don't like spraying it on, so what we do is we take the tan, and we got a towel thing set up over here so we don't ruin the hotel room. Alright. We pour a little bit in here. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. A little bit of this stuff goes a long way, especially with my skin. And it's alcohol based, so it's cold as hell when it goes on. And then what you're going to do is dip the brush in the solution. And then easily just paint on. You need a little more than that. Paint on your tan. As you can see, it gives a darker tan than I already had. Trying not to get too dark. There we go. And this may look really weird to people that are not on stage, but when you get on stage, it gives that perfect color when the lights hit you, so that all your muscularity shows. The more of this stuff you use, the more it blurs your cuts. If you use the right amount, it enhances your cuts. Now the idea too is you want to make sure it's nice and smooth. It goes on nice and smooth so that you have good color, but you don't have like all these streak marks and stuff on it. So there is kind of a whole process to doing this thing the right or wrong way. And trust me, when you're hitting the stage, if your tan is good and the guy next to you is not, he's going to be judged on that. So you want to make sure that you look as professional, as polished as possible. You don't want to use stuff that's going to make you look worse after you just did all that work over the last how many weeks to show up on stage looking like you fell out of the car and landed in the mud. So we're going to go ahead and apply this. I need Carrie to help me with this so she can't film anymore. And we'll get this up to you guys as soon as we can. And we'll show you what the tan looks like when we're done. We're out.